Hi, I'm Diane Henderiks and welcome to Chef Inspired Healthy. Today in the Daily Meal Kitchen we have Chef David Lee, Executive Chef of Korean Korean Restaurant on Restaurant Row in the Theater District right here in Manhattan. I'm very excited to work with you again.
Me too.
So tell me a little bit about Korean.
Korean is a New York localized Korean restaurant. So we have a sort of a classic and a traditional Korean food, but we transform to Americanized and New York wise.
Oh, that's great. So you're Americanizing it for our palates here, for everybody here. Okay, great. So what are we making today? I'm so excited. I've actually had this dish at your restaurant, and I'm really super psyched because it's delicious. Okay, so what are we having?
So we're gonna make Korean Bouillabaisse. It's a Korean seafood stew, but inspired by the French Bouillabaisse.
Oh, I love that. Bouillabaisse is one of my favorites. And I actually make Bouillabaisse on Christmas Eve, but after having yours, I think I'm going to make Korean style.
All you need is kimchi and the love about the Korean food.
Okay, great.
So
yeah, kimchi's a real staple, right?
So may we start it?
Yeah, sure.
So drizzle the little olive oil or canola oil, whatever you have at home, and until it's smoke.
Okay.
And there's 7 different fish, like lobster and shrimp, scallop, mussel clam, monkfish. I like to use monkfish.
I love that.
And a squid. So we're gonna start to cook, which takes longer cooking time.
Okay, so you're going to start with the fish that takes the longest cooking time. So we're starting with the lobster. And you put the claws in too, because that brings out a lot of flavor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
And then
Yum.
season a little bit. Don't go crazy because
Okay.
Don't forget the kimchi has a little bit of saltiness and a spiciness together.
Okay, so the kimchi's got a little salty, so you don't want to use too much salt, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Because then you want to pull the flavor out of the kimchi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And you leave the heads on too, because there's a lot of flavor in there as well, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
How long do you cook this before we add the other ingredients?
just the fish get enough golden brown color.
Okay.
And then you take it off and then let it rest. And then you cook the broth and then put it back again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we're going to cook this down a little bit. So kimchi, what does the kimchi do to this dish?
The kimchi has a texture, the cabbage texture.
Right.
And like I said, spiciness and a bit saltiness and also a little sourness.
Right, right. So you're kind of hitting so many different flavor profiles.
It makes balance between the seafood, mild seafood flavor and wine, the citrus from the wine.
Yes.
So it makes balance.
I love it. I love it. Full of yumminess.
Put it back in, and then we put the shellfish.
Okay. And that's clams?
Yeah, there's some manila clam.
The manila clams, yeah. I love them. They're a little sweeter, aren't they?
Yeah. But it's pretty same as the cockles.
Yeah.
The cockle is a good substitution. Yes.
The mussels? Yeah.
And squid.
I love the squid, and that cooks pretty quickly too.
Yes. So don't go overcook. It's going to be very chewy.
Right. If you overcook it, it gets real tough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And monkfish, which is like poor man's lobster, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
I like the texture. And then the flavor is pretty mild.
Yeah.
Red wine, go for high heat. So they quickly burn the alcohol.
Say that again? Cooking off the alcohol?
Yeah. So go for high heat.
Oh, that's good. Now, how long will you cook? Will we put all these spices in now?
Yes.
Okay, what do we, how much? Just a pinch?
Yeah, just a pinch.
Okay.
It has a very strong flavor. So just a little bit. And
How much of that? All of it?
kimchi, so about 3 tablespoons.
Okay. Could you do too much kimchi? Could that really take over too much if you use too much of it?
If it's too much, too spicy and too sour,
Yes.
Then you might need to add a lot of butter. So
Which is what we're trying to avoid, right?
Yeah. So this is Irish pure butter.
Okay.
So from the grass-fed cow.
Okay, so it's a healthier version of butter. And you know, butter's fine, it's natural, so we need a little bit of that. And then what do we have here? Vegetable stuff?
Yeah, vegetable
Do
stuff.
you want me to kick this up a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So now that's going to cook, you're going to put all of this in first and then cook it down?
And then
Oh my gosh, yummy.
vegetable stock. And then this is about 2 tablespoons butter.
Okay, but that's a lot of food too, so that's fine.
So break it so that it easily melted.
Right?
And then you pour the rest of the vegetable, let it cook together.
Okay, so
There's
oh my
a
gosh.
bok
Bok
choy.
choy. This is the baby bok choy.
And fennel
Yum.
and shallot
So it smells so good in here.
and garlic. You can chop, you can slice.
Okay, I like it sliced. I think
Yeah.
that's great.
You cover and let it cook.
Okay, and how long we cook it for?
About 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 to 10 minutes.
All right, so this is the finished product,
Yeah,
which 7 to 10 minutes.
right?
It's unbelievable. So let's give it a whirl. I can't wait to try it. Oh my gosh. That is so good.
And here's the fennel. Yeah, it is good.
All right, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. It was
Thank
so
you.
great to work with you again. I'm Diane Henderiks. Thanks for watching Chef Inspired Healthy with Chef David Lee of Gogan Korean Restaurant in Midtown. Tune in next time for our next Rockstar Chef.
Thank you very much.